Welcome to another short story. Hopefully you find them fun to listen to. Under a silver sky in the northern wilds, where the forest brushed against the feet of towering mountains, a wolf cub named Ash padded carefully behind his pack. He was the smallest of the season's litter.
Soft grey fur, oversized paws, and eyes the color of early morning frost. His mother had named him for the pale streak along his back, like a line of ash left after a fire. He tried his best to keep up as the pack moved through the pine forest, their paws silent over fallen needles. The wind carried many scents that night: elk, snow, river water, and something sharp and unfamiliar. Ash paused, nose twitching. A flicker of movement caught his eye, a snowshoe hare darting between roots. He knew he shouldn't wander, but curiosity tugged harder than caution. Ash bounded after the hare, his little legs pumping with excitement. The world narrowed to white fur and leaping shadows. He chased through brush and over a small ridge, heart thundering with pride at how fast he felt. Then the hare vanished into a thicket. Ash skidded to a stop. Silence. He turned around. The forest no longer looked familiar. The scents of his pack, his mother's warm milk smell, his father's musky strength, his siblings' playful nips, were faint and scattered. The wind had shifted. He yipped once. No answer. A tight knot formed in his chest. He howled, a small broken sound swallowed by the trees. The sky darkened as clouds rolled in, covering the moon. Snow began to fall, soft at first, then thicker. Ash stumbled through drifts, trying to retrace his path, but every direction seemed the same. Hours passed. His paws grew cold. His belly ached with hunger. Exhaustion wrapped around him like a heavy blanket. Finally, Ash curled beneath the roots of an old cedar tree. He pressed his nose beneath his tail, trembling. "I'm lost," he whispered to the empty night. The wind stirred. It did not howl like a predator nor whisper like simple air. It hummed, low and steady, as if the earth itself were breathing. Ash lifted his head. Before him, the falling snow began to glow faintly green and gold. The light gathered, swirling among the trees, shaping itself into something vast yet gentle. A figure made of leaves, starlight, river water, and stone. Her eyes were deep as forests, shaping itself into something vast yet gentle. A figure made of leaves, starlight, river water, and stone. Her eyes were deep as forests. Her voice carried the weight of mountains and the softness of moss. "I am Gaia," the spirit said, her tone like wind through branches. Ash did not know the name, but he felt no fear, only warmth. "Why do you tremble, little one?" she asked. "I chased something," Ash said, ears flattening. "Now I cannot find my pack. I tried to follow their scent, but the snow took it away." Gaia knelt, and the ground beneath her shimmered with roots and glowing threads that stretched in every direction. "Nothing in my forest is ever truly lost," she said. "Paths remain, even when hidden. You must learn to see them." "I don't know how," Ash whimpered. "You know more than you think." Gaia lowered her hand to the snow. Where her fingers touched, the earth pulsed with light. Thin, glowing lines spread outward, like veins, like rivers, connecting tree to tree, stone to stream. "These are the living paths," she said. "Every creature leaves a mark upon the world. Not just in scent, but in balance. Listen not only with your nose, but with your heart." Ash closed his eyes. At first, he heard only the wind. Then, faintly, very faintly, he sensed something deeper. A rhythm. The steady, familiar cadence of his pack's presence. It was not a smell. It was a feeling, like the comfort of curling beside his siblings. "They!" Ash barked softly, opening his eyes. One of the glowing threads shone brighter than the others, winding northward. Gaia smiled. "Your family waits in the valley of stone and water," she said. "But the journey will test you. I can show you the path, but you must walk it." Ash stood, though his legs shook. "I will." The glowing thread brightened and drifted ahead like a ribbon of light. Ash followed. The storm thickened, but wherever the thread passed, the snow thinned just enough for him to see. He crossed a frozen stream, the ice groaning beneath his small weight. Halfway across, a crack split the surface. Ash froze. "Trust your paws," Gaia's voice echoed softly in his mind. He lowered his body and crawled slowly, spreading his weight as he'd seen the older wolves do. The ice held. He scrambled to the other side, panting but safe. Further on, the forest grew darker. A pair of yellow eyes gleamed from the brush, a lynx, silent and watchful. Ash's heart hammered. The lynx stepped forward. Ash remembered his father's lessons. Stand tall, show no fear. Even if you feel it. He lifted his head and let out a sharp, defiant bark. The glowing thread flared brighter, casting light across the trees. The lynx blinked, unsettled by the strange shimmer in the air. After a long moment, it turned and slipped away into the shadows. Ash exhaled shakily. "You are braver than you believe," Gaia murmured. The path began to slope downward. The air changed, colder, tinged with the scent of stone and flowing water. Then, a howl. Strong, deep, familiar. Ash's ears shot up. He answered with all the strength in his small body. Another howl replied. Closer. He burst through a final line of trees and stumbled onto a rocky ridge overlooking a valley. Below, near a river half-frozen with winter's touch, stood his pack. His mother paced anxiously. His father stood alert, nose raised to the wind. His siblings huddled together. When they saw him, their howls filled the valley like thunder. Ash bounded down the slope, yipping wildly. His mother rushed forward, licking his face and nudging him close. His father sniffed him thoroughly, ensuring he was unharmed. The pack circled him, their warmth surrounding him once more. Ash glanced back toward the forest. The glowing thread had faded. The snow fell softly, ordinary again. But for a moment, just a moment, he saw a shimmer among the trees. A vast, gentle presence watching with pride. "Thank you," Ash whispered. The wind brushed his fur in reply. That night, as the pack curled together beneath the stars, Ash nestled close to his mother. He no longer felt small. He understood now that the forest was alive in ways he had never imagined, that the earth remembered every step, every heartbeat. And though he hoped never to stray so far again, he knew this. Even when paths vanish beneath snow, even when fear clouds the mind, the spirit of the earth still guides those who listen. And somewhere in the deep roots of the world, Gaia's light continued to glow, quiet, patient, and eternal. Thank you for listening to the story. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully we will fill a small entertainment slot in your workday. Enjoy and be well.